Hello and welcome back to Banished! Ladies and gentlemen, today is going to be part 6 of our Banished Let's Play. Things are going pretty well for Yonkers. Things are going pretty well indeed. We have these new farms over here, which... yeah, about farms. About the farms. A lot of people, and I mean a lot of people have been saying, hey, you're placing way too many farms. And... yeah, that's probably fair, to be honest. That is probably a fair sentiment, a fair statement to make, in fact. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out those two. Those two farms are going, knocking us down to 35 farmers. I'm also going to get rid of that road. And what I'll also do is put a new pasture just into that space so that we can take some of the sheep from this one. Or so we can maybe get some new animals. That's a thing we could do as well. There are also a bunch of new buildings that we should probably look into. And we should probably also look into the problem, which is the 50 families to 47 homes thing. So what I'll do to start with is I'm going to go ahead and actually I'm not going to do that. I'm going to come down here. And I'm going to get rid of that farm as well. So we're getting rid of a few farms. That one's going. Meaning we now need to go down to 33 farmers. How many nomads? We are looking at 22. 22 nomads. 22 nomads. No. No, I'm not going to do 22 nomads. That doesn't seem like a good idea to me. What I am going to do is get a few houses down this way. Because we have, and I know the positioning of these is pretty bad, but I'm doing that on purpose because I can. Yeah, I think I can only get 3 in that space anyway. But yeah, I want to get some housing in here so that we can go ahead and get ourselves some people living down by the farms. There's already a few people sort of living close to the farms, but I want some people living sort of down here a little bit. In fact, I'm gonna cancel those. Gonna cancel those, and I think what I'll do is I will put houses in there, but I'll make them look a little bit neat because I could maybe get rid of that bit of road there and do some stuff to make the houses look better. So 1, 2, 3 houses there. And then if I go ahead and I say I want rid of that bit of road just there. That seems like a pretty good idea. Let's get a couple of builders on the go. The road over here is gone, which is nice. Let's get a new pasture into that space, which is going to be 15 by 16. So that'll get built eventually as well. Now a merchant has arrived, carrying cabbage seeds. Now I kind of want those. Gonna be honest, kind of want those. I'm going to get myself 50 wool coats in there. And I'm going to say no wool at all. Give me 50 wool coats. Let me also get myself a couple more traders. And let's chuck one more person in the mine and one into the quarry as well. Bring me 50 wool coats. Bring me some iron too. Bring me like 200 iron. Oh, what the hell. Let's go up to 6 traders so we can get this going nice and quickly. But yeah, I kind of do want to get myself either the cabbage seeds or the corn. No, we have corn. Yeah, the cabbage seeds would be nice, but they're kind of expensive. So, I mean, if we say 50 iron to start with, that's still not enough. So we're going to be looking at getting a lot of iron in there. The wool coats need kind of a few of those as well. We'll go 5 of those immediately. We'll go 200 iron. Yeah, I'm not necessarily convinced we're going to have enough, is what this tells me. Not really convinced at all. You know what? Dismiss that guy. Let's just dismiss him. Let's get the, let's keep the iron in there, because we're going to get more of it. But what I would like to do, I think, is go ahead and get myself another tailor. Because I think one of those is going to be useful to have. So we'll get ourselves another tailor. And, since it's late autumn, what I'm also going to do before I place that tailor is get rid of that. Oh, that wasn't the one I wanted to rid of. That was a mistake. Let's just throw that back in there. And set that to be, what is that one? corn. This one can be beans. Why not? We can also knock ourselves down to 31 farmers. And I could throw another couple of houses in there, which I think I'll do. Just to nicely fill out... Actually, no, I wasn't going to do that, was I? I was going to put houses there, and I can't put one there. Alright, well, we can get one there. So I will just go ahead and throw 1, 2, 3 houses there. And then bulldoze... Bulldoze. Bulldoze is maybe not the term. Flatten the stuff along there like that. So that should look pretty decent. We'll do that and get ourselves another stone house just there. And that fills out that space real nicely. I like it. That's going to give us room to expand and room to grow as a town, which is important. The blacksmith can go up to making 250 tools. The tailor can go up to making 250 clothes. And we will get that second tailor, so let's go and grab this. Which I think can go in there, possibly. I mean, I don't see why not. We might as well throw the tailor in there. So we'll throw a tailor in there. And hopefully get that built nice and quickly. Over here, we don't have anything else we can throw in there, so let's just say sheep. And let's get 2 more herdsmen. Then we'll split you. So 10 of the sheep are going to go in there. Which is good. We can now get an extra 15 sheep. You know, 5 more in there and 10 more in there. Maybe not the most efficient way to do things, but that's fine by me. Also, you might notice we're almost 100 adults. Once we max out the school, that can actually help us a little bit. Because what happens is children just immediately become laborers. Because they basically can't go to school, so they just go straight to work. And that maybe shouldn't be okay by me, but I'm kind of okay with that. I am kind of okay with that. I'm also going to go ahead and start upgrading this row of houses here. So we'll make those nice and stone as soon as we get the chance. These houses down here are completely fine. We are at 99 adults. That's not so bad. Food is a little bit lower than it was, but once we get some harvesting going on, we should be okay. Speaking of harvesting, we probably want to look into another barn just over here. Not that we desperately need it, but I want these guys to be able to get there nice and quickly. And we also probably want to look into getting a couple more vendors. So we'll go up to 8 I didn't want to close that. That was not a good move. We'll go up to 8 vendors there and hope for the best. We'll also get ourselves another tailor. There we go. So that's pretty good. These are being built nice and slowly. We are low on logs. I don't think that's necessarily true, to be honest. I don't think that's necessarily accurate, but okay, I'll take your word for it. We should probably look into replacing the hunting cabin and the gatherer's hut, and by that I mean, and possibly the herbalist too. I mean, we've got a forester's lodge out there, so what I'm going to do is hunting cabin there. Yeah, hunting cabin there. I want a gatherer's hut next to it. So, what does this work? What is that? I'm not sure what exactly I need to do here. I think that's where I want it. Sure. Gatherer's hut can go just there. And then the last one was the herbalist that can go just there. And we'll get those placed and we'll then demolish those ones. What have you got for me? Warm coats, iron, steel tools. Nah, not interested, buddy. Thank you very much, but it's not for me. That is not going to be for me. It seems that everyone's moved out of these already, which is kind of cool. We are apparently at the limit of firewood. Yes, we are. Okay, well, I'm going to let them do their thing. As for the Forester's Lodge, it might be an idea to get ourselves another stockpile done this way. So we'll get ourselves another little 5x5 square. And I will also maybe look into getting a little stockpile in the middle here, which can also be 5 by 5. And then we'll do a little, I guess, square around that, just like so. And then connect that over this way. Now, the interesting thing is that I did have a look once again at the roads, and so dirt roads are faster travel for citizens. Stone roads are much faster travel for citizens, so yeah, it turns out stone roads are better. Stone roads definitely better. That was my bad. I wasn't really paying attention to what the game said about those particular types of roads, so I do apologize for being a bit of a dum-dum. But we'll get that new road in there eventually. We'll get these new buildings up here as well eventually. But what I should probably do as well is go ahead and say to remove all of the stone from that area. So if we get all that out of there, along with all of the iron in that area, that should give us a little bit more space for the forester to work. I hope. I sincerely hope that's how that works. We'll see. Now, you guys are doing a pretty good job there. We do have quite a few laborers. It's probably going to be worth putting, let's say, 2 more into the mine and 2 more into the quarry as well. So we can get those working nice and efficiently. I think we could maybe look into another stockpile for this area as well. This one's looking a little bit full. In fact, I think they're all getting pretty full. So we might want to look into that. But first, I would also like to upgrade some roads. I think since this area is a bit further away, we should absolutely get some stone roads sort of, even just going like that, even so there's sort of a nice central stone road for everyone to take. I think that could be a good idea. Having one sort of going like this as well might be an idea. Sort of connecting around to there, and then this kind of central road as well can be made of stone. So all the way down to there, and all the way down to there. And we can bring this road through as well. Basically, we're just going to get people moving a little bit faster, which I think is going to be super useful. There we go. So we'll get that built eventually. I have need for 5 builders. I only have 2. I think we will just go up to 5, since we might as well. There we go. So those guys can do their job. We currently have need for... Where are we? 6 hunters. Really? How many work in there? 3. Okay. So really we only need 3, because that one's going to be getting... we're going to remove that structure. And then the same story for you and you as well. So we'll get those all removed. That is going to give us a situation where I do believe the herbalists are out of a job. I don't know. Someone's out of a job, but that's fine. They can deal with it. We could also throw a storage barn out here, I think. I reckon that could be a good idea. Getting a little storage barn just out here. So let's just throw it there. And if we have a look, we should have my gatherers are fine, my hunters are fine, woodcutters are fine, foresters, herbalists. Okay. That's no big deal. We're down to needing 4 builders, so we'll go to that. In fact, what we'll do is go ahead and say upgrade all of these houses as well. Because upgrading houses is obviously a nice way to save on firewood. So we'll get those upgraded as quick as we can. We have a bunch of people now living in the boarding house, but that's fine. We have 59 families with 49 homes. I wonder if that's counting the homes that I've set for demolition, because they do get demolished, don't they? I wonder if it's saying that, like, those 6 houses are now non-existent whilst they're getting renovated, we'll call it. I wonder if that's the case. Also, we are a bit low on food. Not low on food, but we could be looking better on food, is I guess what I'll say. So, what is that? I don't know what size that farm is, but I kind of want a few of those. Let's see, what size is this space over here? And also, yeah, there's storage barns there, but maybe not close enough. Because I think I might turn this into sort of a, well, for one, what I'll do is bring some stone roads up there, up to there, and across to there. So I'll double that up a little bit. And I might as well turn this into a stone road too. Because I can. So we'll do that the whole way around there. That's all going to be stone. I reckon getting some houses into this space in here could be an idea. It would give us more room for those families. The reserve of stone is fine. It's not low. It would give us more room for families. What I will do, I think, is I will add a storage barn to there, because I think that's going to be useful to have. And I will add a little dirt path just there. Then what I'd like to do is add some stockpile space there, and some stockpile space there, and there. Then in here, we could put some stuff. I don't know what stuff, but stuff. I'll start with a stone road. And then what do we need? What are we in dire need of? Medicine's not so great. So what I think I could, well, I could put a forester up here with a herbalist, but I don't think I'll bother with that. I like the idea of putting more farms up here, if I'm honest. So first off, what I'll do is double up that road. Then what I'll do is actually put my houses on that. Oh, can I get a market in there? Because that's something we're going to need as well. Now, market's not really going to fit. And that's kind of unfortunate. So, I need to get rid of... Basically, let's see. I think it was like there. I need to remove all of that road because I do want to put a market in there because I am going to put a new housing area up here. And I think what I'll also do is give a quick remove all order for that space. So I can get some farms sort of there. I can get some houses in there and over here. And I think that should be fine. I reckon that'll be good. I reckon I can make this work. Oh, didn't want to pause. So you've hit the clothing limit already. Good lord. Alright, let's double it. 500. Because I can chuck some of the clothes into the trading post as well. So that'll be fine. Alright, so that's all being cleared out. The road is gone. Let's get that market, which is going to give us a new area to put houses, because they'll have good coverage from the market. Obviously going to need the workers for it at some point, but we'll deal with that when the problem arises. So, now what I want to do is bring a path there, and bring a path just there. And then maybe a little... Let's see. What kind of houses can we look at in there? Do they fit nicely? They actually fit kind of perfectly. So we'll get 2 houses in there. Yeah, we're only going to get 2, but that's fine. So 2 little houses can fit in that space with some paths running through them. Then I could get another one there. I could probably get a few down this way as well, which I think I will. Yeah, I can get some houses here. We'll start with 3 of them. In fact, let's just line the entire road. Line the entire road up to there, which gives us space to continue that road straight over if we need to. Okay, that's fine. I wish you could build houses, but say don't fill them. Like, that would be nice. It'd be nice if you could say, like, don't actually live here. Just build it and let me enable it. But I'll not worry too much for the time being. We have a lot of laborers. Let's go for 18 vendors. So these things are going to be working fairly well. Which is what I want to see. Now for this space up here, let's... You see, the thing is, I wanted to put houses along here as well, so we have kind of a buffer between the farms and the houses, but apparently that's not going to be a thing. Let's do a dirt road up to there. And let's do a dirt road up to there. And another dirt road up to, like, there. Then give me a little dirt road that runs to there as well. So that should be fine. We can get, in fact, I can get the buffers, because houses are 4 by 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that road should run across there, and that's space for houses. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. And across there, and that's more space for houses. So that'll be okay. That's totally fine. These have all been built The roads all need to go in. But what I'd also like to do is get the farms in there. So I want to get a little... Let's just go for it. Let's go 15 by 7 in there. And then a... What is that? That is going to be 8 by 11. And then that's going to be 7 by 9. Not necessarily efficient sizes, but that's fine. Let's get a little 9 by 8 field in there. And a little, we can go like 14 by 10 there. We could go full size on that one, nearly. But let's do the 14 by 10, or whatever that's not the size I wanted. Also, bring up that window again. I keep closing that. Let's do a little, let's do the 14 by 10. Then give me a 6, or a 15 by, can I go 15 by 15? Nah. Let's just do 15 by 10. There we go. So we have those farms. We have the people to run them as well. So let's do it. Let's go beans. Let's go peppers. Let's go corn. Let's go beans. Let's go peppers. Let's go corn. All right, so we need 45 farmers. I'm sure all of you that were saying, please stop putting in farms, are loving this episode. But I mean, my food is dropping, and the population has increased quite massively. So I think having these farms is maybe fair this time. I think it's maybe fair, especially since we have now turned this area into a sort of central space. Let's get those builders going as well so they can start working on these roads. Because I can't help but notice that that is a thing that's not happening. The roads are currently not a thing, so... It'd be nice if we could get the roads in here. Let's have a look over this way as well. How's this going? It's going alright. Let's get a couple more builders. I really want these roads done. I really do. This area is going to look really nice once we get the houses in. The problem, though, is that with that kind of expansion, like with what I've done, I have basically created a space where I'm encouraging a lot of, well, reproduction, basically. And I mean, if you look at it, those kids are all 1 year old. Except there's no one in there, but the kids are 1 year old. And that's actually kind of bad. Because it means that when they get old, they're all going to drop dead about the same time. So there is the potential for a death wave there. Which is bad. Also, I chopped that off at exactly the perfect point. Go me. Alright. I mean, I'm not saying I'm great. I'm just saying, like... It would take someone that was pretty great to just know that that was where they needed to chop that off. Let's go ahead and just expand those farms out like that as well. I guess we can get a couple more. That's going to be what? 3 and 2? So we can go up to exactly 50 farmers. So we'll do beans. And we'll do peppers. And we'll go to exactly 50 farmers. Which is fine. I do think it might be an idea to start moving my farms out of this space down here completely. But we'll see what happens. I'm curious to see what this area looks like when it's working. I'm excited to see that as well because, you know, this is going to be the first year that we've actually had this working. Also, builders, you guys are really not doing a good job with those roads. Also, we don't actually have that much stone. That's maybe part of it. That is, it's certainly possible that... Have they even done that bit? Yeah, they have done that bit. They really are just taking their time, I guess. It'll do. It's fine. No worries. It is late winter, which is fine. Because once spring comes around, hopefully the snow will actually go away. And hopefully we're going to see... Yeah, the snow looks like it's kind of... Well, the laying snow is gone. It is still snowing. And there we go. My farmers are heading out to the fields. We have a storage barn here already, which is 0% full, which is actually really good news. You guys didn't all just have second kids, did you? No. A lot of people had kids there, but that's fine. Alright. A merchant's arrived. What have you got for me? Pumpkin seeds and peach seeds. I kind of want both, to be honest. Really wouldn't say no to both. Let's get some wool coats in here. Bring me 200 wool coats. 200 wool coats. Bring me 200 wool coats, because those might be enough to get something. Pumpkins. Pumpkins. 50 wool coats is a pretty good number. So yeah, we're gonna get some pumpkins at some point. For next year, we'll have some pumpkins. It'll be good. It'll be super good. You guys are all 46%, 13%, 27, 19. Not the best. Not the best yields. 45's not bad. How's this going? 130, 180. What about 100 of those? 100 of those is 1,500. So one assumes 150 is there. 160. 180 is way too much. 170, I'm overpaying by that much. 165. Nope. 167 lets me overpay by 5 units for the pumpkin seeds, but gimme them pumpkins and get out of here, you scam artist. Alright, we are down to just over 30,000 food, but I do believe I see some harvesting going on. So that's fine. The iron reserve is low. I think, if anything, the stone reserve is low. I'm not quite sure what the game's talking about there. It is good to see some harvesting going on there. 89%. Up to 33,000. I think this might be working. I definitely think this might be working. We could maybe do with another fishing pier as well, now that I think about it. Problem is, where on earth am I going to get one of those? I could probably get one up here. Right? I mean, surely I could get a fishing pier, like, there. Yeah. I think that might be a good spot. Unless if I could build a bridge and get a bunch of fishing piers over here. But I think I'll just go ahead and get one up this way to start with. So, fishing pier. We'll get that built. That'll bring us a little bit more food all year round. Which is super important to me. Super important to me. You guys really are taking your time with that food, but we are back up to 40... Give me that 42. No, 41,000. That's fine. That is completely fine. 41,000 is going to do the job. Having a look in here, we have a bunch of 5-year-old kids, except for you. Yeah, a bunch of 5-year-old kids. Once they get a little bit older, I think I'll start building more houses that way. We have 80 families with 62 homes. I'm really not interested in... Yeah, I'm really not interested in going ahead and building a bunch more homes, because that becomes a problem. We run into a problem when we expand too quickly. So, I'm not going to do that. I will kick some people out at the height of autumn, though, to upgrade their houses to stone. Even if we don't have the stone. That was maybe a bad idea. Maybe stop destroying those buildings. Let them move back in, because we don't have the stone. We don't actually have anywhere for those people to go. Or we don't actually have the materials to build their new house, so we're going to kick them out, we're going to demolish their house, and then we're not actually going to build a new one. And I don't think I want to do that, so... Yeah, let's not do that. As for food, we did end up hitting 42,000, which is great news. I will get those 4 new fishermen. Also knock those builders out of a job. We have 17 laborers. Let's go ahead and throw 3 new people into the mines and 3 new people into the quarry. We could throw 6 new people into the markets as well if I wanted to. Which might be an idea. That would definitely be an idea. I will also say, this guy here, currently only getting iron. I might need to build another mine to deal with coal. And I'm definitely tempted. Definitely tempted. I could just throw it right beside that one, right? No. No, I couldn't. I could throw it out there. Where can I put this? Can I get it there? I actually could put one there. You know what? Let's do it. Let's put a mine there. That one's gonna be focusing on coal, which is something I kind of want. It's something we haven't had yet, so let's get ourselves a bit of coal going. So it ends there, so that's where I want the road to go from, like that. So yeah, we'll get ourselves some coal in here. Should be fine. There is a new trader. Yes, there is. What have you got? You have walnut seeds, apple seeds. You have all sorts of stuff. You have chicken. Not chickens, just chicken. I don't really want any of that. I'm not going to build an orchard anytime soon. I have no interest in doing that. At all. Like, I really, really don't. Because, it takes ages for trees to grow, and then... Yeah, I don't really want an orchard. They're not a thing I'm concerned about. How's this going? Pretty well. We don't have builders, so that's slowing down production a little bit. There we go. This area is nice and dense ever since I got rid of the, stones out there. And since it is also just turned spring, I'm actually going to set an order to collect stone from all up there. So if you guys could grab all of that. And also grab me the iron too. Because there is a little bit. Oh, didn't mean to pause. There we go. So yeah, those guys can head up and start grabbing the stone and grabbing the iron. With it having just turned spring, that's probably a thing we can do. I also didn't set anyone to grow pumpkins. That is a thing I should have done. Definitely a thing I should have done. That said, I think food might be okay. It's difficult to know how much I'm producing per year. If I'm producing like 7,000 or 8,000 per year, then that's fine. I'm kind of wanting to get us back up to near 50,000 though. And since our population's growing so quickly, that's just not really happening. But we do have a decent amount of stone, so what I think I will do is start setting some of these houses to actually go ahead and upgrade. We'll upgrade 3 of them in one go as opposed to 6, so that we know we can actually do this. And with a new mine operating as well, we can go ahead and set you to get me some coal. We have 5 people working in there. So those guys are going to get us coal, which is a good thing. And I'm noticing that's being used as a little bit of a shortcut to get over here, so I think I will actually set a small road like that. So there we go. We need 6 builders. We'll do that. Might as well. And you guys are harvesting. Good. The harvest has begun in a few places. And the food numbers are... Alright. 35,000, 36,000. That's good. Let's have a look. What's going on? So we've got... you guys just had some new kids. Yeah, a bunch of new kids have been born. Interesting. I can't say I'm necessarily interested in expanding the houses yet, to be honest. Unless I make... Oh, hold on a minute. Javi has just become a student. I just noticed that. Javi, we are going to be paying very close attention to see what you're doing. Because you could be Jandru reborn. Definitely a possibility. Definitely a possibility that we have a new Jandru. Could be. It could be. How's this going? This thing is actually full. That kind of, like, these are pretty much full as well. That kind of makes me want to, get another storage barn out here. I'm gonna get a couple of them, I think. So we'll get ourselves, we'll get 2 of them. Because when the storage barns fill, it takes longer for these guys to actually harvest stuff because they have to go further with it. So, I mean, this one isn't full, which is good news. So that means these guys can harvest at a reasonable rate. And we're back up to pretty much 42,000 food there. We are going to probably hit 42,000 food, so... I reckon we're okay. I think I've kind of struck a balance here. Which is good news. There is a new merchant. What have we got? Bean seeds and pecan seeds. I mean... Sure. Why not? 165. 167, I think it was, yeah. There you go. Get lost. Alright, so what are you doing? You can't currently do anything because you don't have wool. How many sheep do we have? 15, 35, quite a few. We have quite a few sheep. We could look into getting another... We could get another pasture. That is definitely a thing I'm not above doing. Might do that. I might do that. The amount of food seems to be okay. That's something I'm noticing. Like, the food limit seems to be okay. I think I will build, since the space is there, and I'm gonna do it eventually, and because I think I'm making just about enough food. Let's get these houses in here. And, let's... Oh, that one's not gonna fit properly. That's annoying. Alright, there you go. Let's sincerely hope that we can make this work. Dirt road there, and a little dirt road there. So yeah, 6 new houses. It's either gonna result in a great deal of success or disaster. One or the other, really. Where are you all? Oh yeah, you're all collecting the stone from up there. That's fine. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We have these 18 laborers. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a few new farms up this way. So, let's do a little, like, what, 8 by 8? Now, let's go 8 by 15. Because I can. Then go... Oh, dear. 6 by 15? 7, 8, 9... 9 by 15. So we'll get those 2 new farms. And we'll get the road up that way as well. And they can start doing, like, pumpkins or something. What I'm also going to do is get a storage barn out here. If I can, which I can, absolutely. So we'll get ourselves a little storage barn there. With a path on that side, too. And the path can sort of just go up and around, I think. Or, no, it can't. That's a shame. Alright, maybe we just cancel that path, then. We don't need that one. So yeah, that storage barn can hopefully help these guys out. We'll get those pumpkins going. We're going to go up to 53 farmers. And that's getting done. I could actually throw a storage barn over here as well, which I think would be a pretty good thing to fill that space with. So we'll get one there. And I could do a little mini stockpile too. So let's just throw that in there. And I could do one down the back of these as well, couldn't I? Yeah, I absolutely could. Let's get a series of stock. Well, we'll get that. That'll do. Okay, that's built. That's good. Let's do pumpkins and up to 56 farmers. All right. Nomads have arrived at the town hall. I can't really say I'm interested. I'm kind of okay with growing my population myself as opposed to bringing in nomads. Because that puts a very sudden and definite amount of demand on your resources. And it doesn't seem like a very good idea to put that kind of demand on it when we are getting by. And based on the consumption that we have going on, we have about 3 years worth of food at the moment. But we did hit an all-time low there. We hit 30,000. Which is lower than I'm comfortable with because I know that that's 3 years worth of food. That's 3 years worth of food right now. That's assuming the population does not grow in those 3 years. So yeah, we want to be careful. There are a lot of kids being born. With this kind of being my last population expansion for a while, I think we'll be alright. You can go away. Yeah, with that being my last population expansion for a while, I think we'll be alright. It's not like we're suddenly gonna run into a whole heap of problems. I will throw a bunch of people into the quarry, though. And I will throw 10 more people into the mines. And then take those builders off their job. And I might just throw another 10 into the mines. So that we can get coal coming, we can get that iron going. And what's more, I think I can actually go to my blacksmith and I can say that you can make steel tools. So yeah, my blacksmith can start working on steel tools, which is probably a thing I'm going to want. So that could be kind of exciting. I imagine what steel tools do is they basically are just better than iron tools. Also, looking at the food at the moment, it is lower for this time of year than it usually is, I think. Oh yeah, you guys still need to harvest though, that's fine. Where are you taking that? Are you going there with it? Yeah, you are. It is good to see that they are using these two barns though. That is really good to see. The food is actually back up to 41,000, which is great news. I might do a little road that connects these areas together. That could be kind of interesting. But I don't know. I think, ladies and gents, we're actually doing okay here. And I do want to address... I don't actually remember what I said at the beginning of the videos about the... if I said anything at the beginning of this video about the farms. I will say, though, right at the end of this one, it's not a... I don't ignore YouTube comments. I don't read them as much as I used to, and that's mostly for my own health, because some of them are, let's be honest, YouTube comments, and some of them are very much full of, the whole, where's this game, where's that game, this isn't the game I want to see you play, and that can get really tiring. But in the case of Banished, it wasn't even that. I was having a lot of fun with this game. I recorded the first 5 episodes of this pretty much across a day and a half. I recorded like the first 2 or 3 one day quite late, went home, went to bed, and then recorded the next 2 the next morning. And then I think that day is when the first episode went out. So the first 5 episodes were recorded in one go, and it was a case that, you know, there's been feedback since. I saw it mostly in episode 4. I saw a lot of people that were upset that I was building so many farms and not really doing much else. I do see that, but you have to understand my way of playing Banished is that I want to make sure I can be certain when I'm expanding my population. Which is why this is going to be my last major population expansion for a little while. I want these guys to be growing up and working, really, or at least students for some of them, before I go ahead and expand again. And I'll probably expand up this way, to be honest. But I just want to be sure when I expand. I want to be sure that my population's not going to die. And actually, the amount of food we have right now is the best it's been for a while. So, as a result of the expansion I did today with a lot more farms, we are making progress, and that is kind of Banished. Now, before we go, I will actually go ahead and buy 2 sheep, and no, not sheep, sorry. I'll buy 4 chickens. So 4 chickens is gonna be like what, 100, 100, and let's just do 110. So give me those 4 chickens, and let me, before we go ahead and get a pasture. Which honestly could probably go in there. And I think I will. That's gonna be a field that we get rid of nice and quickly. So, nope. You're gonna away. You're gone. Let's get a pasture. 14 by 10 is a good size. We'll get the 2 builders on the go. And we'll take off 3 farmers just there. We are gonna need more herdsmen. We're gonna need 2 more herdsmen. But once we get this built, we can get those chickens in there, and we're gonna have chickens, which is a new thing. We haven't had those yet, so this is kind of cool. Why is this not getting done, though? Seriously, we have 20 laborers. There is absolutely no reason that this shouldn't be getting built. If we could bring the logs by, that would be absolutely fantastic. Now, looking here, you are out of something. Oh, leather! I didn't change you, did I? Wool. You should be making clothes out of wool. There we go. This is getting built. Good. That's exactly what I want to see. Get that up to 44. We'll get our new herdsman. We only need 1, actually. Okay. Wait, do we? How many herdsmen do we actually... I'm really confused. Chickens. There we go. Alright, so the chickens can go in there. We can have up to 23 chickens, which is great. I think this area is pretty much sorted in terms of what it does. I think we might need another barn over here. This one's 47% full as these guys are starting to harvest. This one is 12% full. So I don't know if we actually do need another barn. But I might build one anyway, as I often do. Oh, actually, no, we have that one as well. No, we totally don't need another barn here. We're fine. Okay. That's good. That is fine by me. Ladies and gents, I am going to leave it there for today. I think it's fair to say things are going pretty well for Yonkers. We're on a reasonable amount of food. The population is growing, but seems to be relatively stable. We could, admittedly, we could do with another school, because this one keeps filling up. But I actually kind of like the... No, I'll not call it a back and forth, but I like that this thing occasionally fills and stays full for a little while, so we get an influx of laborers. I like having a lot of laborers. I don't know what to do with them, so maybe I will build another school, but I like having them. So I will eventually get around to building a second school. We have 105 families with 68 homes. We do need to do some expansion very quickly and very soon, but for the time being, I think we're okay. I will say, I think the fuel limit for the woodcutter needs to go up to like 3,000. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there for today, folks. Thank you kind of for watching. This has been part 6 of our Banished Let's Play. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.